I think, Aaron Rodgers staying in the NFC North would be the best thing for him. I don't know what would be a better spot for him. And I appreciate the call. I mean, where would there be a better spot? Tampa? Would he dare force his way to Tampa? He would never do that. In the same way that him going to Denver, as everyone assumes or they believe, or, Denver hired a coach specifically to lure him, whatever conspiracy you want to throw out there. Would he really want to do and just say, I'll do what Peyton did? Right? I'll do what Tom did. I'll go to Tampa, like specifically to the spots where these guys went. Or he could do a version of that by choosing a new spot for himself. So let's just say he would not want to. Let's just say Green Bay would even entertain the idea of sending him to Tampa. Let's say they would even remotely entertain that idea.
I don't know what Tampa has for draft picks.
Correct. It's not even possible. Yeah. Let's say he does entertain the idea of, I will go ahead and, go somewhere else. Would he sit there and say, I've got a unique career right now in Green Bay? Unique. Like literally only Favre and Bart Starr have done what I've done. And the only way I can catch Bart Starr or be on his level in every facet is to win another one here, which I can do by staying put with a coach that I know and a system that I know and an organization that is now suddenly being far more solicitous of his thoughts and processes and beliefs than ever before, because he has put his foot down and expressed what's important to him. Right? So where else would that place be? We keep landing on one spot. And it's Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
We keep landing on one spot. The team that was number 1 overall in the AFC. Aaron Rodgers with that Titans defense, sacking Joe Burrow 9 times, and Derrick Henry coming back, wins that football game. One would think. I mean, again, you saw how Mahomes didn't perform well against Cincinnati, and Rodgers had an epic game against Cincinnati in the regular season. Rodgers also has moments in the playoffs that just do not compute.
Yeah, head scratch. I don't know.
Tennessee is a spot.
Yeah, they're the spot, Rich. Not as big draft capital in this year's draft. They have 3 picks in the top 127.
They'll have to dig into next year.
Yeah. But
I mean, not this year, but the next year, 2023. They have to dig in. And anybody's going to have to dig into, I think, the next 3 drafts.
Probably. And the big thing going for the Titans, they play in Green Bay next year.
Mm-hmm. This is not a revenge thing, I don't think, unless things fall completely apart. And Ian Rappaport, my colleague from the NFL Media Group, mentioned that the conversations have gone far more swimmingly than previous years.
Yeah, Ian was on
talked.
Yeah, he was on another program today and said Rodgers stuck around for a couple days after the year ended.
You could say what program it is.
Planned for the future. He was on McAfee's show.
Yeah, that's what he said on Game Day Morning yesterday.
Packers' cautious optimism that he's coming back.
Right, yeah. So maybe so. But like I said, it's going to have to come at some point saying, he's got to put out his rock, and if they put out their paper at the same time, that's a problem.
Where's the scissors?
If he then puts out his scissors, they put out a paper, that might be a problem. They both just got to put out the same rock. Okay, on 3, you tell me what you want. 1, 2, 3, rock. Okay, there we go. We're staying. I'm assuming at some point this decision will have to get made, and then contracts will have to be redone. And
before free agency.
Correct. And if not, I just don't buy, Denver hired their guy, and he's their guy that's to lure Rodgers. At the same time, it's like, okay, he's got the ability to finish his career entirely with one team. And it's not just any team, it's the Green Bay Packers. And it's not just any team right now. It's a team that's won 13 games 3 straight years. Kind of makes sense. And also, where the most tenured head coach in the division is theirs, and the second most tenured head coach is Dan Campbell. Stay there.
Kneecaps.
You're going to get a home playoff game for sure. The question is, how many more can you get? Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.